Hey class, so I know it's been a crazy couple days with the power outage, so I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys since I won't be there. But on Monday, if you were in period 3, you were able to look at the logos and recognize some of these logos. And if you're period 6, we did not get to do this. So if you can take a pause right now and look at these logos and kind of notice which ones have letters in them, which one have shapes in them, and you can go ahead and look at that right now. So after looking at your logos, at least the sample logos, I want you to think about what shapes and letters you can use for your logos. So that's going to be your next project, is making your own 2D logos with Pixlr. And if you look at the past examples, which I'm about to pull up here, you're going to notice that the past students have used shapes, also definitely letters, different text that you guys know. I can show you how to do the Gaussian blur effect and the glow effect, which you already know. The student did a broken up text effect, so some of you know how to do that. And I'll just kind of show you real quick what I'm looking for in that. But the main thing is, as long as you have a shape and you have at least your initials on there. This person used 3 initials, so their first, middle, and last. That's pretty much going to be your project. So I've opened up Pixlr right now, and I'm using a PNG background, transparent background. This is just for the beginning part, just playing with my shapes, playing with my text. So again, this is just going to be a really quick sample of something that you guys can do. So let me go ahead and start with my shapes. I'm going to start probably with an oval. You can decide if you want to do a fill or not a fill, add a border. So again, this is with you just playing around. That's what your project is. Seeing what you guys come up with. And the reason I'm going to do a purple is so that I can show you the Gaussian blur, which is under filter and Gaussian blur. You can play around with how much you want to blur it. I know with the PNG it doesn't show exactly um, what it looks like. It doesn't show exactly what it's going to turn out on a black background or a different background. But anyways, I like to add my layers, so kind of keeps track of what I'm trying to make here. I'm just going to quickly pick a color. Again, you would spend more time on this. And I'm going to go ahead and make that a little bit bigger. So maybe I want this to be part of my logo. I'm going to add a new layer, just make sure I protect that. And then, so these are my initials. Of course, you would be doing your own. And I probably want another color here. And there it is. All right, so looking at my design, just kind of playing around, so I'm like, okay, this would be kind of cool. Again, this is your project. It's going to be your initials for your project. But so kind of playing around with that. I'm going to merge visible to bring all my layers down. And if I want to test it out to see what it would look like on a background, I can just go to a new image, maybe put a paint bucket. Probably not going to do black on this one because I already chose the black font here. So let's see. I'll just play around and then kind of bring this across. Now, if I don't like it, of course, I can do Control Z. I'll do Control Z on my PNG so my layers come back. But once you're happy with your design, you'll want to save it. Save it as a JPEG is fine, and then you'll push OK. And so again, this is where you're going to have to spend some time on it. So anyways, I'll stop there for now. I also forgot to show you the broken up text. So on my text layer, I'm just going to right click and rasterize that layer. I'm going to grab my lasso tool. Yes, I can see that it got cut off, and that's okay. But just a quick example, I'm just going to draw like a little triangle and move my tool just a little bit to the left to look like the piece has been broken off. So that's how you do the broken text. Okay, so once you have saved your 2D logo design, I want to show you what you can do with it, and next week we're actually going to jump into this even more, but just to kind of give you an idea of what you're trying to aim for here. So I'm going to go ahead and write logo sample and go ahead and push OK. I'm going to save it under my desktop and save. Okay, so if I go back to task of the day, there's this converter website. It wants to convert from a JPEG to a SGV file. So if you click there, and hopefully it works on your computers, I'm going to choose my file, which mine is called logo sample. Oh, let's see, right here, JPEG, and push open. So it's going to convert this file so I can open it up in Tinkercad, and then I can see what my 3D design is going to look like. So I'm not sure where the file has been. Oh, start conversion. Okay, so converted it. I can download it. Here it is at the bottom for me. It should show up for you at the bottom too. And I'm going to go ahead, log into Tinkercad. I'm going to link that for you right here. You can log into Tinkercad by going into your Google account. So mine's already in. And if I go to create new design, I'm going to press on import. I'm going to choose a file. And mine is called sample logo, and mine's going to be under downloads. So, oh, I guess it's called logo sample. So just go ahead, here it is, SVG file, converts the colors and all that. So I'm going to import it just to see what it would look like if I were to print it out in a 3D printer. Whoa, really, really big. But pretty much that is my design. So I'll show you how to reshape it and all that next week. But if you're curious to see what it looks like, um, this is what my 2D logo would look like as a 3D.